I am standing on the cedar deck of our rented duplex in Fernwood, late August sun still high enough to sting my shoulders. The grill is hissing, smoke curling up into the firs, and my husband, Nolan, is flipping salmon with the same careful precision he uses when he checks my car oil or folds my laundry. He hums something under his breath, some old country song he claims to hate but secretly loves. I am 3 glasses of Sauvignon in, phone in one hand, and I am laughing at a meme my best friend sent when Nolan's best friend, Theo, walks up the driveway carrying a 6-pack of the good IPA. Theo is wearing a faded green Henley that clings to his shoulders like it knows it should. His beard is trimmed the way I keep telling Nolan to try. I stand straighter, suddenly aware of the way my sundress sticks to the small of my back. Nolan sets the spatula down, wipes his hand on his apron, and greets Theo with the easy hug men give each other when they have been friends since middle school. I watch them slap backs, watch Theo grin, watch the way his eyes flick to me and linger half a second too long. I like it. We sit on mismatched lawn chairs around the cheap fire pit. The salmon is perfect, the IPA cold. Theo is telling us about the trail race he just finished, calves flexing each time he leans forward. Nolan laughs, asks questions, refills everyone's glass. I feel invisible. I feel loud. I feel like proving I am still the center of something. I drain my glass, set it on the armrest, and tilt my head toward Theo. You know, I say, voice cutting through the crackle of the fire, if I had met Theo first, I would never have looked twice at you. The words tumble out, lazy and sharp. Nolan's hand freezes halfway to his beer. Theo coughs, looks at the ground. The fire pops. I laugh because I think it is a joke and jokes fix everything. Nolan sets his bottle down with deliberate care. You are drunk, Mara. Tipsy, I correct, waving a hand. But honest. Theo is objectively hotter. Like if we are rating on a scale, you are a 7 and he is a solid 9.5. I grin, proud of my math, proud of how fearless I sound. Nolan looks at Theo, then back at me. His voice is low, steady. You just told your husband in front of his best friend that you settled. Good to know. I roll my eyes, do not be dramatic. It is a compliment to Theo, not an insult to you. Nolan stands. He unhooks the apron, folds it once, drapes it over the back of his chair. I am turning in. He nods at Theo. Lock the gate when you leave. He walks inside. Theo stares into the fire like it owes him money. I wait for someone to laugh. No one does. The next morning I wake to the smell of coffee, but the pot is cold. Nolan's running shoes are gone. His keys are gone. The dog, a goofy chocolate lab named Banjo, is gone. The leash hook by the door is empty, the little metal clip swaying like it is mocking me. I text him, where are you? No answer. I call, straight to voicemail. I tell myself he is sulking, that he will be back by dinner. I open the fridge to prove I can survive without him, stare at the shelves, close it again. I text Theo, was last night weird or was it just me? He replies after an hour, it was not just you. I spend the afternoon on the back deck scrolling through old photos. There's one from our wedding, Nolan in a gray suit, me in that ridiculous jumpsuit I insisted on. He is looking at me like I invented sunlight. I feel a tug of something I refuse to call guilt. When the sun sinks behind the firs, I drive to Theo's loft downtown. The door is answered by a woman I have never seen before, all cheekbones and confidence. Theo appears behind her, uncomfortable. Mara, hey. This is Elise. I blink. I just wanted to check on you after last night. Theo scratches the back of his neck. I think you should talk to Nolan, not me. Elise smiles politely. We were just heading out. Trail run before dark. They leave me standing in the hallway. The door clicks shut. I drive home with the windows down, radio loud, pretending the sting in my throat is allergies. 3 days pass. No Nolan. No Banjo. His closet is half empty, the drawers yawning like mouths. I find the note on the dining table under the salt shaker. It is written on the back of an old receipt. I am staying at the cabin. I have taken Banjo. I will send for the rest when I figure out what is next. Do not call unless it is an emergency. I stare at the word emergency. I think of last winter when I had the flu and he sat on the bathroom floor holding my hair back. I think of the way he always knows to order Thai food when my deadlines pile up. I think of the way he looked at me across the fire pit, something shutting behind his eyes. I call him anyway. It rings 4 times, then voicemail. I leave a message that starts breezy and ends desperate. I say I was joking, that everyone jokes, that he is overreacting. I hear my own voice crack and hate it. The following week I run into our neighbor, Mrs. Ellery, walking her ancient beagle near the community garden. She stops me with a hand on my elbow. Nolan looked good. Rested. Banjo too. I blink. You saw him. She nods. He came back for the kayak, said he is staying out at the lake until the lease is up. She studies me, eyes shrewd behind wire frames. You know, dear, some things you cannot unsay. I want to snap that it was a throwaway line that grown men do not leave over words. Instead I nod, mumble something, hurry away. I draft a dozen texts. They all sound like pleas or accusations. I delete them. I drive to the lake on a Tuesday morning, gravel crunching under tires. The cabin is small, tucked among cedars, the porch sagging like a smile. Banjo barks once, then barrels toward me, tail whipping. I crouch, bury my face in his neck, inhale the lake smell on his fur. Nolan appears in the doorway, barefoot, hair longer, eyes steady. I brought coffee, I say, holding up the paper cups like a peace offering. He does not step aside. I am sorting things out, Mara. I need space. I said I was sorry. The words feel small, brittle. You said you were sorry I overreacted. He folds his arms. That is not the same thing. I try a laugh, but it breaks. It was a stupid joke. You know how I get when I drink. He studies me for a long moment. I know exactly how you get. I have spent 6 years making excuses for it. The porch creaks under my weight. Banjo sits between us, uncertain. I feel the ground tilting. I miss you, I say. He nods, slow. I miss the idea of who I thought we were. I open my mouth, close it. The wind moves through the cedars, hushing everything. 2 weeks later, I come home from work to find a moving truck idling in the driveway. 2 men I have never seen before are loading boxes. Nolan stands on the lawn holding a clipboard, calm as a librarian. Banjo sits beside him, tail thumping. I walk up, heart hammering. What is this? I found a studio closer to the office. Lease starts next week. He hands me a set of keys. Utilities are paid through the end of the month. After that, it is on you. You are really doing this. He meets my eyes. I already did it. The movers finish by dusk. Nolan loads Banjo into the passenger seat of his truck, scratches behind the dog's ear. I stand on the sidewalk, arms crossed against a chill that has nothing to do with weather. He pauses before climbing in. I hope you figure out what you want, Mara. I did. He drives away, taillights disappearing around the bend. The duplex feels cavernous, the silence too loud. I sit on the deck long after dark, watching the fire pit where it all started. Coals are cold. The salmon smell is gone. I am 32, alone, and everything I thought was solid has turned to smoke. Some nights I see photos on social media, Nolan and Banjo on a summit somewhere, Theo in the background, new friends circled around a campfire. They look like men who have remembered how to breathe. I scroll past, thumb hovering, then shut the screen. I buy a smaller place, a 1-bedroom near the bus line. The walls echo. I cook for one, burn toast, set off the smoke alarm. I tell myself I am adjusting. I tell myself I am fine. I tell the empty room I am sorry, but the words just hang there, unanswered.